we first connected almost like a long time ago, right? I mean, you haven't really done much. That's what I'm concerned about.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm concerned about too, and that's why I'm so glad you reached out again, and I've connected with you again. You know, uh, I think when people think about investing, so much of there is just so much fear about what could happen. You know, that concept that you're much more afraid of losing something than you are of like gaining something. You know, like that here I have been um, sort of out of the blue, really gifted um, this real estate, and I'm afraid of through my um, inexperience doing something that would jeopardize it. Whereas holding on to it, even though by holding on to it, probably have a better chance of losing it than.
Yeah. So what you're describing is very common here in Hawaii, and I think with a lot of families that have generational wealth.
Mhm,
You'll have the first generation make the money, right? They
mhm.
buy assets that produce income and grow using debt. And then, it's us, our generation today, that inherits this wonderful gift. Yet what you're describing is the scarcity minded
Mhm.
mindset
Yeah,
where
yeah,
you don't want to have it go away because, I mean, in your defense, you don't know how to create wealth, right? So
exactly,
this
exactly.
is just frankly the decay of wealth. And this is like
Mhm,
one of the reasons why, a lot of people who are rich, they're some of the most cheap people out there because they're just holding on, they're grasping onto what they have, and they can see it every month, right? They inherited $2 million and it's going away, going away, going away, going away. They don't know what to do. They were never taught
sure.
how to do it. Um,
Yeah.
what I want to get you to is this point where you're out in there in the water right now without an oar. You don't know what the hell to do. You're just thrashing around in the waves, just holding to what food and water supplies you have, which is your cash right now. And
Uh-huh.
we want to give you an oar so you start taking control of this and start growing it. Because not only so you don't get seasick floating around on the rapids, but more importantly, like, I bet there's passions and there's, I mean, things you want to
Oh,
do,
absolutely.
and you have this gift and you have this platform to do. Money is a means to do what you want for the right
Mhm,
reasons and give it back to other people, right? I think that's the
mhm.
most saddest thing when you have like an affluent family and they don't do jack, right? They
Sure.
hoard it to themselves. And and I think if anything that's gonna motivate you forward is that altruistic, why behind
Mhm.
this is like at some point you're gonna grow the 1.2 to 2 million in a couple of years, few years. What are you gonna do with that extra 500,000? Like, think of the impact you could make. So
Yeah,
that's my soapbox talk on that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I guess the big question is okay, I've got an overview of investment vehicles. What would be the best place? Where would be the best place to start? I thought I'd be able to find, rentals in my backyard. I live in an area where but that doesn't, it's, there's not a lot of population moving in. Um, I, I've seen some rental opportunities, but they don't seem to pencil out unless I'm really, um, you know, loose with how much it actually costs to renovate some of these places. Um, do I go turnkey lane? Do I go syndication? It's like there's still like, with that, or like where would you suggest I go first?
Well, the first thing is, like, we do that paper exercise with the lenders, right? Because that just, I guess that kind of shoes us into if we're using the HELOC or not, or we're getting traditional loans.
Okay.
But where